Well, folks, it seems like Donald Trump is getting ready to pull out of the presidential debate with Vice President Kamala Harris that is supposed to be taking place on September 10th on ABC News in the great city of Philadelphia, but it seems like Donald Trump doesn't really want to do it. Now, look, we've known for quite some time that Trump does not want to get on that debate stage. He really doesn't want to debate Kamala Harris because he knows what we all know. He's going to lose. It's going to be a national embarrassment. He simply cannot hang with Vice President Kamala Harris when it comes to a conversation on anything surrounding substance, surrounding policy, and it's going to go really badly for him. But he's kind of further confirming that he's not going to do this debate with a new statement he just put out on Truth Social this evening, and it's on your screen right now, saying, quote, I watched ABC Fake News this morning. Very creative name. I wonder where he got that from. I mean, my God. Both lightweight reporter Jonathan Clark's ridiculous and biased interview of Tom Cotton, who was fantastic, and their so-called panel of Trump haters. And I ask, why would I do the debate against Kamala Harris on that network? So before we even go any further, you can kind of see where he's going with this. He's saying, well, they're so mean to me. Well, they're so biased. There was this interview where the questions weren't the best that I would want them to be. They weren't softball questions so that Senator Tom Cotton could talk nicely about me. And there was a panel where people weren't speaking nicely about me. So why would I debate? He's kind of giving this really weak reasoning for not wanting to have a presidential debate, saying, well, this interview, I didn't like it, which means that I can't do the debate, which is obviously nonsense. It's obviously nonsense. So anyway, we continue. He goes, will panelist Donna Brazile give the questions to the Marxist candidate like she did for crooked Hillary Clinton? Will Kamala's best friend who heads up ABC do likewise? Where is little George Slopadopoulous? I mean, my God, hanging out now. Will he be involved? They got a lot of questions to answer. Why did Harris turn down Fox, NBC, CBS, and even CNN? Stay tuned. Now, of course, there's a lot of misinformation in this statement, a lot of childish insults. We know that. We know who Donald Trump is. Of course, you can understand that there's a lot of lies in here, especially that Kamala Harris doesn't want to do a debate on other networks. But that last two words there at the end, stay tuned, that almost certainly means that Donald Trump does not want to debate Kamala Harris and will be pulling out of the debate with Vice President Kamala Harris. He doesn't want to do it. And as I mentioned, we've known this for quite some time, because here's exactly what's going to happen. We can already kind of see the future with this debate. We all kind of have a crystal ball that we can look through and see what's going to happen with this debate. They're going to get there. They're going to get up on stage. Kamala Harris is going to have her facts. She's going to have her data. She's going to slam Donald Trump in all of her arguments, and she's going to draw the distinction between her career that's been dedicated to public service and Donald Trump's career, which has been dedicated to himself and enriching his buddies, his friends, and his family, right? And Trump, on the other hand, is going to get up on that stage and he's going to flail. He's going to try these personal insults. He's going to try these childish insults. He's not going to know his data. He's not going to know his facts. He's just going to have to lie his way through it and hope for the best. And the American people are going to see right through the charade. They're going to see that Donald Trump is wildly unprepared, wildly incompetent, and not ready to be the next president of the United States. And that will almost certainly be the nail in the coffin of the Trump campaign. Not saying that the election won't be close, but this debate, it's going to be a disaster for Trump and his campaign. So what is he doing? Stay tuned. He's coming up with these ridiculous excuses of, well, the news is mean to me, or this station is mean to me, so why would I do it? If he's not on Fox News, if he's not on Newsmax, then he's uncomfortable. If reporters are asking tough questions to members of his party, and there are people on said network who are critical of him, well, in a panel setting, then he won't do it. It's just ironic because you don't see any Democrats doing this. Like, there are conservatives hired by CNN to sit on panels, and they insult Kamala Harris and Joe Biden all the time. What did Joe Biden do? He did a CNN debate. Kamala Harris, ABC News is not always very nice to Kamala Harris. There are people also hired by ABC News who sit on these panels, and they're not lovely to her. They don't compliment everything she does. What is Kamala Harris going to do? She's going to show up to the debate. She's going to be there. She won't just say, oh, well, this person was mean to me, or, oh, well, this person asked a hard question to a Democrat, which means I can't go. She's not coming up with these excuses. I really, truly believe that through all this nonsense, the American people are going to see right through it. We know who Donald Trump is, and this is just a further extension of who Donald Trump is. He does not want to be transparent with the people. If he did, if he was all about wanting to have these discussions and be transparent, he'd be there. He'd be say, of course I'll debate on September 10th on ABC News. No problem, I'll be there. But now he's casting doubt. Now he's saying, well, I'm not so sure. All because he knows he's going to lose. Not only is there a lack of transparency, but it's just him being a coward. It's just him being a coward. If he can't even get up on a debate stage and debate the opponent in the presidential race, how do we expect him to go to China, to go to Russia, to go to Iran, and negotiate with these leaders? If he can't even get up on a debate stage and have a debate with his opponent, then how do we expect him to be able to go to Congress and have tough debates on policy and be able to get things done for us? How do we expect a leader who's so cowardly to not get on a stage to actually be able to lead a country? I don't. Kamala Harris wants to debate. She's like, let's have 3 debates. Let's have 4 debates, 5, 6. Let's debate. Donald Trump now, well, if he's not on Fox News, as we mentioned, if he's not on Newsmax, then there will not be a debate. Then Donald Trump is not going to get on that debate stage. He will do everything in his power to make sure that he stays away from a Kamala Harris. He doesn't want to be on the same stage with her. He doesn't want that split screen that the American people would have. This competent prosecutor who, again, has dedicated her life to public service. She has dedicated her life to helping people. She's competent. She sounds great when she speaks. And then you have Donald Trump over here, who's the exact opposite of that. And he talks about Hannibal Lecter. It's remarkable. It's remarkable that this is the state of the race. It's remarkable that this is the guy the Republicans have put it all on the line for. They've bent over backwards to make sure that this guy is happy and comfortable. It's remarkable. So Donald Trump is, if I had to make a guess, if I was a betting man, I would say that this debate is not happening, which is unfortunate. I think the American people deserve to see a debate. I think the American people deserve that. Unfortunately, if I were a betting man, I'd say, yeah, this debate's not happening. Donald Trump has no interest on getting on that debate stage. He has no interest in debating, but that's not surprising to anybody. I really feel like we could have seen this coming from a mile away. We could have seen it coming from a mile away. Even when President Biden was the nominee, there was trouble getting him on a stage then. He didn't want to. Now Kamala Harris, the prosecutor, who's younger than him, is no chance. I really, from the bottom of my heart, believe that Donald Trump won't debate. For every single opportunity that arises for a presidential debate, he'll dodge it in some capacity. He'll come up with some excuse. It could be CNN, MSNBC, ABC, whatever network you choose that's obviously not a right-wing echo chamber. He won't do it. He won't do it. It could be a debate asked, in a public forum, asked by American citizens. He won't do it, which is really a shame. It really is a shame. And I think the American people should remember this at the ballot box and show up and let Donald Trump know that we're not a fan of this trash. We're not a fan of this garbage. We want transparency. We want debates. Donald Trump isn't doing any of that. So anyway, late night news. Trump is a coward. What's new? Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I will leave it there. I appreciate you being here. Make sure to subscribe down below. It goes an incredibly long way. Also drop a like on the video and comment. Let me know what you think about all this. And as I always say, I greatly appreciate you, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day.